I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
Stand by, Mr. President. We're on the air. Okay, cue Brinkley.
Mr. President, I want to start off this interview by asking you about your economic policies, which have baffled the experts. Can you please explain Reaganomics and what Reaganomics really mean?
Well, certainly. Now, I'd like to keep things simple so we can all understand. Let's suppose your mom baked a big blueberry pie. Now, that pie represents the wealth of this country. Now, take that pie and cut it in half. The top half is defense spending. The bottom half is for domestic programs, and the other half is for the national debt.
Wait a minute. We have 3 halves, and a pie has only 2 halves.
No, you don't seem to understand. Let's look at it another way. You have 3 apples, not 2 apples, but 3 apples. Now, 1 apple is for the Congress. The 2nd apple is for the judicial system, and the 3rd apple is for the military. Now you have 3 glasses. Divide the 1st apple into 4 parts, and put 1 part in the 3rd glass, and the 2 other parts in the 1st and 2nd glass. Now that's the gross national product for the next fiscal year. Now take the 2nd apple and divide it into 4 parts. Put 3 of the parts in the 1st glass with 2 of the parts from the 1st apple, and put the remaining 2 parts of the 2nd apple into the 2nd glass with 1 of the parts from the 3rd apple, which you will divide up into 6 parts. Now that represents the balance of payments, the debt figure on the New Jersey lottery, and the foreign aid deficit. Now take all the pies and all the apples from all the glasses and mash them together.
Mash them together?
That's right, mash them together with the blueberry pies in the galvanized tub. And that represents the entire budget of the United States of America.
Mr. President, that would be a mess.
That's right. I set the alarm, Nancy. Good night.
Oh, I'm terribly tired, Ronnie. I hope we can get a good night's sleep.
Oh, I forgot. There's been a lot of confusion as to when they're supposed to wake me up and when they are not. So I told them for a while if they were in doubt, they should call me anyway, and I'd let them know if they did right or wrong.
Oh, dear. Sounds like it's going to be quite a night.
Well, don't worry, dear. Good night.
Good night, Ronnie. Mwah. Oh, dear.
Oh, darn. Hello.
I didn't know whether to call you or not, sir, but Florida's totally flooded and under 10 feet of water.
Well, take pictures in the morning. Again. Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. President, but Spain has just attacked France, and fighting has broken out all over Europe.
Call Dan Rather.
Oh, this is dreadful.
Hello.
Mr. President, the Navy is missing.
Well, don't call me. Send the Army out to look for it. Yes.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. President, but one of your old movies is on The Late Show.
Everybody up!
Shh, here he comes. Everybody quiet.
Boy, will he be surprised.
Well, I bet he thinks we forgot.
Shh, I hear him come.
Okay, we can all yell after he opens the door.
Right.
Sir!
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Well, my goodness, I am surprised.
Blow out the candles. Come on, blow out the candles.
Oh, no, well, all right. Here goes. Now, just let me rest a minute and I'll blow out the other half. You know, I like the Lincoln Room. It's nice and comfortable and traditional. Especially since the Carters took the farm tools out. I think I'll just turn on the television here.
I'll play it, Sam. You played it for her, you can play it for me. I play it for everybody. I play it for him and play it for them. And keep playing it till I say don't play it. And then play it. Play it again.
I hate musicals.
Ronald.
What's that?
Over here, Ronald.
A pale, white, transparent figure. Is that you, Nancy?
No. I'm the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
The Abraham Lincoln?
Yes, the 15th President of the United States.
Well, excuse me, sir, but if I remember my American history correctly, you were the 16th President.
I never count Polk.
Nobody ever does. Tell me, Mr. Lincoln, what can I do for you?
You're the actor, aren't you?
That's right.
I was shot by an actor.
No, it wasn't me, sir. I've got witnesses. I was home doing my homework that night.
Relax. Just relax. I like to drop by every once in a while to see what's happening. Is that bratty kid still around?
No, the Carters moved out.
Good. Boy, I've had a terrible time relating to some of the occupants, you know. You've really had some flakes in here. There was this one guy from Texas who kept showing me his scar.
That was Lyndon Johnson.
And there was this one guy who kept falling into the drapes.
Oh, that was Jerry Ford. Were there any presidents that you admired?
I like President Haig.
He is not the president. He's just my Secretary of State.
That's not what he told me.
You know, we have a lot in common. You're from Illinois, I'm from Illinois. You're a Republican, I'm a Republican. You made a great speech at Gettysburg. I had some dramatic lines in a Sinatra roast. Actually, our careers are running quite parallel. Still, is there any way I can be assured of being as famous a president as you? Could you give me some tips?
Yes, I can. Remember 3 things. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Be humble.
Yes.
And dance a jig on 5th Avenue with a banana in your ear.
Really?
I guarantee it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lincoln. Thank you very much. I'll try it.
I finally got even with an actor.
Maybe if they dropped a bomb on the White House, I might get mad. This is Ronald Reagan. And whenever I'm in Boston, I listen to what is it?
CN.
WBN? I listen to a lot of BS on WBN.